If you want to know exactly how you can close $2,000 per month clients for your agency, then keep watching. Hey guys, how's it going? Bradley Riley here, founder of the renowned Social Media Marketing Academy program. And in this video today, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how you can close $2,000 per month clients for your agency easily. Now, just before we jump into those steps today, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video, and let's get into it. Okay, so I have 3 steps here for you today. So let's jump into tip number 1. So the first thing you need to do when you're gonna try and close 2K per month deals is focus on larger clients. You know, if you focus on 1K per month deals and things of that nature, most businesses, unless they're really small, will probably be able to afford that. But when you start getting into the 2, 3, 4, 5K per month realm, in terms of your pricing for your retainers, you're gonna need to focus on some larger clients. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can do this, and I'm gonna give you some tips in this video right now, exactly a couple of things and factors for you to look out for to give you an idea on the size of the company and if they can probably afford 2K a month. So the first way you can kind of find out the size of the company and if they're big enough to afford your services is by simply checking for the business on LinkedIn and seeing how many employees they have. On LinkedIn, it will tell you if a company has, 1 to 2 employees, 2 to 10 employees, and I think it goes upwards from there. But if you look at a business and it says they have 100 plus employees, let's say the average salary is 3K a month, well, you do simple math, you realize they've got at least 300K a month in salary outgoings for that business. It's probably quite a large 8 or 9 figure business, okay? If not even more than that. Same goes the other way though. If you find them on LinkedIn and they've got 1 employee, it's probably themselves, it's probably quite a small company. Not to say that they can't afford the services. Sometimes there are, again, less employees in a business that are still massive, but for the most part, they probably won't be able to afford your services as much as a bigger company would be able to. Another way for you to look is if you're on a freelance website and you've found this lead on a freelance website, look on the job proposal and look exactly how much they have spent. Sometimes I've looked at clients, actually some of the clients that have hired me, and they've spent $1-2 million on Upwork. That means they've spent 1 to 2 mil on contractor costs alone. That's a big business. They can easily afford 2K per month. But again, if they've only spent $500, $200, $0 on Upwork, it might simply just be that they're new to Upwork, but it could also mean that they don't have a bunch of revenue to go spending on Upwork. So again, there's no guarantees here, but just a couple of things to look out for when trying to price your services at 2K per month and trying to find out the size of the company. And just as a rough rule of thumb, at a bare minimum, a company needs to be making 6 figures per year, and ideally closer to multiple 6 figures or 7 figures a year. Because if a company's making under 6 figures, 5, 6, 7K a month, and you're gonna try and charge a 2K retainer plus ad spend, it gets a little bit difficult there. So for the most part, try and aim for companies that are making multiple 6, 7, or 8, 9 figures per year. So the second point for you here is a killer sales technique that you can use, or 2 sales techniques that you can use, which is known as price anchoring and also price minimizers. And I'm gonna explain both of them to you now. So let's say you're on a sales call and you want to price at $2,000 per month for your services. You can use what's known as a price anchor to minimize the perceived value or the perceived cost of that $2,000. So let's say you're going in, you want to price at 2K a month. You can easily go into the sales call, and when you're discussing price, you can say, look, I normally charge about $4,000 per month for this service, but I tell you what, I'd love to get things kicked off with you today. I see the potential of this brand. If you're happy to move forward, we can do only 2K a month. Now, all of a sudden, that 2K a month doesn't seem quite as high and as expensive when it's anchored against that original 4K. It's all context. Again, 2K, when you said, look, I normally charge £200, but I'm gonna charge you $2,000, all of a sudden $2,000 seems expensive, right? That's a price anchor in the opposite way. But when you say I normally charge 4K, but I tell you what, I'll charge you 2, all of a sudden 2 doesn't seem as much compared to the 4. That's what's known as a price anchor. So whenever you're pricing your services, especially when you're going a bit higher ticket, always use a price anchor. And that anchor can be anything, it could be $500 more, $1,000, it can be double the price. Again, it's completely up to you what you think is realistic. But I use this in pretty much all of my sales calls, and it's something that works great. Okay, that's price anchoring. And then a price minimizer is something very simple. And if you ever watch any of my live sales calls videos, you notice I do this all the time. And I say only in front of the price. It's a price minimizer. If you say only $2,000, the word only minimizes the effect that that £2,000 again makes them feel. So very simple. That's such a small technique, right? So small, very minimal sales technique, but it makes such a big difference, especially when you use them together, okay? Normally this is gonna be 4K, but for you today, it's gonna be only 2K. Huge. Two really simple sales techniques, but it's really gonna help you close some high ticket deals. Now, the third and final way that you're gonna be able to start closing some $2,000 per month social media marketing clients, and even upwards of that, is by building a personal brand. Now, I cannot explain to you how much leverage a personal brand gives you. How much leverage, again, just to build connections, as in just having a following, people knowing who you are, the authority, the social proof. It's a million things, but it really helps grow your agency. Obviously, you can use your personal brand to grow different businesses, to do affiliate marketing, to release info products, all of this stuff, right? That's a completely different topic, but it actually helps grow your agency as well. Now, some of the connections that I've made through my personal brand have helped generate tens of thousands of dollars for my business. I literally have friends in the industry who I've met through my personal brand who generate clients for me, okay? I also have prospects who come to me because of my personal brand. I literally got a DM 2 days ago from a company who said, I'm really, found your profile, looking for help with digital marketing, let's hop on a call. They came to me because they found me on YouTube. As simple as that, having a personal brand. It's leverage, and it's also going to allow you to charge higher retainers, because whether you get a lead through referrals off of your personal brand, again, a referral is a really good way to charge a bit higher ticket, or whether you just get someone to come direct to you because they've come to you, again, you have more leverage and you can therefore charge at a bit of a higher price tag, okay? So really important to understand. Step number 3 is personal branding. Build a personal brand, as it will help you with your agency. All right then, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now, if you are interested in more of a higher level training and learning exactly how I've helped my students go on to hit 6-figure results, land their first clients in their first few days, scale their agency, and automate their income, I do have a link to a training program down below that's going to teach you step by step, exactly from the scratch, from the beginning, how you can start and scale your agency using specifically freelance websites. So if you are interested about that, I invite you to check out the testimonials down below. Go and check out the hundreds and hundreds of crazy student results that the course has helped people achieve, and it'd be great to have you enrolled. See you in the next video.